You know, most everyone is aware that the current job market is pretty tough. Layoffs and outsourcing have pushed highly trained workers out of the job market. So many people are turning into entrepreneurs, including veterans. And although many returning veterans clearly have the know-how to compete, they've had no exposure really to the business training necessary to start, operate, and successfully run a small company on their own. Here with all the details on a boot camp designed to help those veterans turn into business owners is Fred Burkhardt with Geneva Analytics. Fred, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Also joining us is Lieutenant Kevin Bemel with insight into what the job force is like for those just out of the force right now. Good morning, gentlemen, to both of you. This is a really great boot camp that's coming to Fresno. We're going to get to all the details in just a second, but first, Lieutenant, let's start with you. What is the job outlook right now for all those GIs that are looking for work, maybe coming back from serving?
Right, so it's actually pretty tough. I was speaking to a representative of the Employment Development Department, and he was telling me that typically the veteran unemployment rate is 5% higher than the civilian rate. So there are places where it's as much as perhaps 25%. It's really tough. And a lot of veterans haven't been in the civilian workforce before, so they really haven't had the opportunity to gain the skills they need to search for a civilian job and to be able to take advantage of the skills and the discipline that they've learned in the military and turn it into a civilian career.
Fred, do you come across a lot of veterans who maybe do dream of owning their own business, and that's how this all got started, this boot camp?
Yes, we do. Most people sooner or later in their lives determine that, what if I went into business for myself? How would I do? And that played out rather heavily in the decision to put this boot camp together. And
is the outlook for business owners a little better, maybe, or is it a good time to own a business right now?
Well, I was in business for myself for 20 years before I joined the Navy, and one of the things I learned was there's never a good or a bad time to start a business. It really has to do with a person's drive to succeed, how committed they are to their idea and their success. So people say, well, the economy's tough, it's not the right time to start a business, but you know what? For the person who wants what being in business will offer them, it's a great time.
It really is. I think you're so right on that. Okay, let's talk about the boot camp here, Fred. It's going to be coming to Fresno July 16th through the 19th, so I imagine you travel the country bringing this boot camp, right?
Yes, right now we're in 16 states.
16 states. This is a very intense workout, or boot camp, I'm sorry.
Yes.
It's not for those that are not interested, really, right?
It's designed to take those that have a casual interest and make sure that by the time they finish, they have a very clear picture about what's entailed in running a business.
What will the participants learn?
They will learn the legal forms of going into business. They will learn about the tax structures that are available. That's on what I would call the hard business side. On the softer side, they will also be able to work more closely with their spouse or significant other to accommodate the types of demands that owning your own business has that they didn't have before.
Okay, but this is intense training, so it's all day long, right? That's what we're looking at.
Two of the days start at 7:30 in the morning and end at 9 o'clock at night.
Okay.
And those days in particular, we're focused on a lot of aspects of marketing a business, doing the kind of research you need to be able to do in order to properly target your market, find your customers, and get the right approach to attracting them and being able to serve them. So they're long days, but for anyone who's been in the military, that's nothing new. That's nothing new at all.
Do you think that there are any skills that these veterans learned in the military that can put them ahead of the game, maybe when it comes to being a business owner? Because a lot of these skills aren't something that civilians go through or learn themselves. Am I right? Obviously.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So one of the things that veterans have is you have to be very, very disciplined in the military.
Okay.
And that self-discipline is a key ingredient to being successful in business. So I think they bring that. Also, there is a certain sense, as much as people think the military is very structured, yet you also have to learn to think on your feet. And that's also an essential skill to being successful in business. So I think, and one of the things that I am most excited about this program is it takes some of the qualities that have been developed in a service member and allows them to use them and to live a better civilian life.
Well, they sound like perfect candidates for business
They
owners,
are.
if you ask me. Okay, what will participants leave with, Fred, once they go through this boot camp?
They will leave with a clear picture about what it takes to be an entrepreneur.
Okay.
They will leave with a validated business concept, and they will be ready to take additional steps after this program in order to make a decision as to do they want to take the business concept and go forward with it, or maybe not.
Okay, got it. Well, it's July 16th through the 19th. It sounds like a wonderful boot camp for all of those interested at the Radisson Hotel in downtown Fresno. For more information and to register, am I right? They go to the website.
Yes, correct.
GenevaGI.com. You can also call that number that you see on your screen, which is area code 937-229-2347. And really quickly, how much is the tuition?
It's $24.95, $2,495.
Okay.
However, this is veteran GI cleared.
Okay.
So there will be no out-of-pocket cost to a GI participant.
No kidding.
Right, they can use their GI Bill to pay for
Yes.
the program.
Well, it sounds
So,
like a fantastic opportunity, and I'm glad that you brought it here to Fresno and that we're here talking about it.
We're happy
Hopefully
to be
a
here.
lot of
Thank
people
you.
will take advantage of that. Okay, GenevaGI.com for more information on that. Thank you, gentlemen, so much for being here.
Pleasure.
You're welcome.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
Great.
Okay, all right. Stick around, everybody. Central Valley Today. We'll be right back.